just how I want it. Facing the causes of fear. Just a little about the fuse. I'm about to light. It's just how I want it. Standing right in my view. I better bring up the guns. I better bring up the thunder. Hi there. Happy Wednesday. It's February 20th, 2019, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I was rereading my Bible today. And according to Genesis 1, chapter 20, the chicken did come before the egg.
What?
The chicken came before the egg. You know the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, that's in the Bible?
According to the Bible, it's the chicken.
That makes no sense at all. That shows how fucked and wrong the Bible is, because it's scientifically proven that no, the egg came first because it had to have. The chicken had to be hatched and created as a chicken before it could lay an egg.
Yeah, but this proves that the earth is flat.
Oh my God, my fucking... Well, you wanted to fucking get me to get going. That would fucking do it.
That's what they do. I don't know if you that's what they do. You're stupid if you don't believe that. So that's all they do is insult you. If you question them, they don't ever actually give you an answer. They just say you're stupid for questioning them and blindly following science.
Says all the people that fucking failed in science class.
Ridiculous. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Gord. 4171 at my last count. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Friends in Ashburn, Virginia, welcome back. We are up and rocking and rolling on Spreaker.com. So nice to be back doing that.
Virginia.
I wonder if I can fire up those speakers somehow while we do this. Not a hell of a lot to tell you about tonight, Gord. I got some funny facts that I thought was pretty neat. Oh, and there was another intro I was going to do. One thing I did want to talk about, if you want to jump right into something that's been going on. I actually wanted to bring it up last night, but it just wasn't the point. And it's the, it just wasn't on point last night. But the idea of genetically engineering children, a doctor in China has genetically manipulated a set of twins in utero, making their DNA immune to HIV.
Perfect.
Now, people are freaking out about the immorality of this, whether it's morally proper or not. It's been a big fight all for forever, since, the early 1940s when the Nazis started doing it. But then again, there's been some good successes in the world. It was genetic testing that invented the Hep vaccine. Genetic testing, it's cured a lot of things. Where I don't know where I am on this. I'm on science's side, to be honest. I firmly believe that we should be doing anything and everything we can.
I've actually thought this for a long time. I think that's the next step of human evolution.
See, that's where scientists have an issue as well, because they think that if you genetically manipulate something, it's going to affect evolution because of, you might change, a particular mutation may happen or may not happen based on what you do.
Sure, but I think that's the next whole step. Like, I think humans have gone as far as we're going to go evolution-wide. Like, we basically, for the most part, perfected our human body in the face of our capabilities and what we can do.
Well, I'm 100% living proof of that.
So I think that the next logical step is being able to basically custom design your children. I want brown hairs, I want green eyes, I want him to be strong in math, I want him to be, this, that, and the other thing, and I think that's the next logical step for human evolution as far as we know it. It's either we go forward that extreme step, or we go back to the Dark Ages.
See, yeah, is that extreme step though? Is that see? I have no problem with it. I don't know why there's a moral issue with genetically choosing your child. I think that should be your right. Absolutely.
We genetically modify I mean, like, the fact that we have the ability to test for diseases and whatnot before birth as it stands is already a form of genetic modification, because we can test and check to see what, if we know that the kid's going to be born with Down syndrome, or they're going to be born with whatever.
That's where I'm coming from. Before my daughter was born, we had her tested for everything under the sun. We knew exactly what she was coming out with. So it's really no different. And I paid for that. I paid extra just for that. It wasn't because I didn't want her to be born or anything. It was just I wanted to be able to be prepared to give her the best life possible when she showed up.
Right. Me as a person myself, if I found out, again, the big thing that I would have to say on this is I'm a firm believer that no man has the right to tell a woman to abort or keep the child directly.
Never. And let me further that real quick by saying I am in no way pro-abortion. I'm not pro-abortion, but I am pro-choice. I am it is the woman's choice.
See, I am pro-abortion.
Well, I'm not against it, but I'm not. It's not. I'm not saying, hey, go out, have a bunch of sex, and abort kids just because you can. But I am saying it's your right. It's your choice. You do whatever you feel is right for you. I went through one when I was very young, and thank God I did. I was 18, so that child would be 38 years old now, and it would be a miserable, horrible human being.
Right. Speaking of this very specific topic, there's actually a law is in the process of being passed in the States right now about abortion, and basically it's giving the right to abort up to the point of birth.
Yeah, I believe I think that's only in the States. No, you're right.
Yeah, it's only in the States, and it's only I think it's in like 5 or 6 states that it's already been passed, and it's like 1 or 2 more that they're looking to pass it. Now, the only reason that could ever happen, in my opinion, is if the mother's life would specifically end because of childbirth.
Right, you're entering a slippery slope there. You don't want to be killing 8-year-old kids and be like, oh, I'm just aborting them in their 530th trimester.
Yeah, no. It's a stupid law to be able to put it up to that point. I think it's just a matter of, at that stage, because the thing is they're doing it under the guise also of mental health, and this is where I have a fucking issue with this.
Yeah.
Because if you could turn around where you're starting to crown, then all of a sudden you freak out and be like, I can't fucking do this. And you have that, it's just like when you're getting married. Anybody who gets married has that moment of brief second thought that hits their head right before they get married. Am I doing the right thing? Do I want to be with this one person the rest of my life? You have that thought that goes through your head. And some people it affects them a little harder than others, but you don't.
Yeah, we call that one sobering up.
Exactly. Which is why when I got married in Jamaica, the resort has an actual rule where the groom is not allowed to drink the day of the wedding.
Oh, that is horseshit.
No, as soon as the wedding is over itself, you can drink away. But
that is absolute. One more reason to stay away from that godforsaken hellhole.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let me. I wasn't allowed to have a shot with my own father and my best friend. I wasn't allowed to have one shot. I had to do a shot of water or juice because the rule is no. Now the funny thing is, I wasn't allowed to have a single shot, but yet my soon-to-be fucking wife was at the sports bar, And she was getting fucking sloshed, hammered the whole fucking time.
That is
Almost
ridiculous.
missed the wedding.
Everybody knows how I feel about Australians. Jamaica, in my opinion, is like Australia without all the nice people.
I love Jamaica. I just didn't like that.
That's full of bunch of apparently sober criminals. Terrible place.
Well, you're not lying there.
So yeah, I don't know. I just found it particularly interesting, and I know I'm not taking my usual like bold yell at the microphone stance on this, but I'm really I don't see a downside. Granted, some people are going to get hurt unnecessarily. That's a part of progress, unfortunately.
Who would get hurt unnecessarily? Who would get hurt?
Well, they do it on Chinese prisoners and whatnot, like testing that they probably shouldn't do. Things like that. We will kind of open a door for stuff like that to happen.
It's already happening, so who gives a shit? Seriously, I mean, I don't fucking care. If you're a criminal and you're in jail for fucking life, I think all human testing should be done on you.
Well, see, that's what they did. That's how they cured malaria. They infected a bunch of prisoners with malaria against their without their knowledge. And that's how they came up with the malaria vaccine. And malaria was as bad as AIDS in Africa at one time, and now it's gone. So, do I care that what were you saying they cost? $200 and some $1,000?
Yeah, $115,000 per person.
Well, get them
per
so
year.
fucking put them to work, so I don't get malaria. I say, but that just adds to deterrent, in my opinion. You're gonna think about that before you get put in jail, so you might not do crime on me because they might do genetic testing on you in prison.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like that idea.
That's the deterrent for prison. It's not going to jail. It should be what they're going to do to you once you get there.
Exactly. See, that's what I think. It's not supposed to be a fucking country club.
No.
Ridiculous. Well, it's funny that I don't know, I guess I can't take a hardline stance on that just because I think it's a good idea. Progress has to happen one way or another, people, and it's the only way. Human testing is the only way we figure out that shit works on humans. I don't know how you can't square that circle in your mind, but we got to test on somebody. That's how it works. That's how everything has. And I don't know. I don't want to get back on the vaxxers thing. We've done that too much, but I got a post last night about all the things that are in vaccines that we don't know about, monkey DNA and shit like that. You know what? Don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because I don't have fucking polio right now.
Right, exactly. Black Plague is gone.
My daughter, who is very, very vaccinated, will never have measles or polio or the mumps or whooping cough or any of those other fucking things that died in the 50s. Does she have some weird monkey DNA in her? Probably. A little bit of mercury, no more than's in the fucking water.
Right? I mean, there's worse shit in your fucking food.
There is.
There's worse stuff in the fucking air. Speaking of, by the way, I learned something the other fucking last week. I wanted to bring it up on the show, but I fucking forgot about it.
Speak your mind, my friend.
There's some scientists that have been doing this study, and it started like a bunch of years ago, and they've just been starting to perfect this. And what they discovered is that in populated, not heavily populated, but on like busy roads, congested areas where there's a lot of traffic, what they do is they were actually testing plants, and what they were doing is they were testing the fuck was it? Was it iron? It wasn't iron. It's a metal. It's a form of a metal that comes off in these nanoparticles out of exhaust from cars.
Okay, so
And they just
aluminum?
that lead. What's that?
Would it be aluminum?
I don't know if it was aluminum. I can't remember the specific metal.
Not important.
But they found that there's like in anywhere where there's like a lot of cars going by, like main intersections, busy roads, things like that, there's an extreme higher concentration. And the thing is they're breathable in such a large amount where every breath equates up to a specific amount. And it's the point where it's cancer causing, there's like a list of cancers that it causes, plus a whole bunch of other things like Alzheimer's, dementia. These are all things that get caused because these particles, they actually go directly, in parts of them go straight to the brain.
Yeah, well, people don't like to bring up the fact that there's still asbestos in brake pads. Keeps them from heating up. Asbestos is amazing for heat diversion. But there's still asbestos. Every time someone puts on their brakes, there's a little bit of asbestos being released into the air. You times that by every car on the road, and we're getting fucked up. Not to mention gasoline, the metals you're mentioning, the carbon. They're giant, big cancer machines. And no one seems to want to blame them because everyone likes cars. Well, no, fuck you, they're bad. Just plain and simple, cars are bad for more reason than one. But the health risks, I've always thought that. I spent a good part of my life working at and then owning a gas station. I thought about that every day, that my own mortality just based on working there and being exposed to that all day, every day.
And it's a very valid fucking thought to have, because these particles are so bad that they're actually, like, because what they noticed was that, seniors buildings are always located not retirement homes as much as you're talking about, like a manor,
right.
An old folks home.
Yeah.
They are always located in the dead center of communities because, well, it's close for everybody. They can sort of walk or take their wheelchair or whatever else, and they have access to these areas.
Sure.
But these are the areas that are the worst for them because they're more susceptible to receiving this and having it doing quicker, permanent damage.
Now, I would say that might be on purpose. Let's get rid of them faster so that their pensions don't pay out for as long.
Yeah, there's definitely a fucking valid thing to that. I actually don't believe that, just by going by the way these studies have been done, that it's a thing that nobody ever knew about, that nobody ever thought about it, nobody ever sort of cared about it.
No.
Because they just didn't, nobody's realized that it is just this sort of bad.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really weird.
Yeah.
But
so a lot of these people that are worried about genetic testing, people that are worried about all these other things, you've got to understand.
Dude,
there's way worse shit out there that you're taking in on a daily basis. You wonder why cancer's on the rise. You wonder why dementia's on. You wonder why depression and stress and anxiety. You wonder why all these things are on the rise. It's because we're pumped full of chemicals.
It's fucking, yeah, exactly. It's not vaccines. Vaccines are the least of our worries, I would say.
Yeah.
Our water, there's more oil every year comes from just regular runoff than was spilled by the Exxon Valdez. That's just regular runoff from a regular rainfall. More oil gets put into the water. So all that shit you're worried about an oil spill, well, we have them every fucking time it rains. So to eat that, Vancouver, worse than the Exxon Valdez every year. So
do you remember the time when you could actually go outside when it's raining, just stick a cup out, collect it, or just drink it, and it was just fresh, clean water? You can't do that anymore.
Well,
if
no.
the water comes in, it's dirty.
But you also remember acid rain.
Well, and I think that's the funny thing, because I think that is exactly what it is that's coming down now, because I know now I can take a clear fucking container, I can put it out in the rain, I can put it, and that water's not clear anymore. That's coming right out of the sky. It is not clear.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's dirty.
It could be chemtrails. It could be, I don't believe in chemtrails, but it could be all kinds of stupid crap. It's filthy, and that's the thing that people don't understand. The world is just a filthy goddamn place.
Yes, it really fucking is.
So you're not saving anybody by being vegan. You're not saving anybody by not vaccinating your kids. Just ask the 33 families in Vancouver, their kids aren't allowed to go to school anymore because of the measles that they brought. And God bless you, Vancouver School Board, for coming up with that.
Yeah.
The 33 families, their children are not welcome until they're cured.
Sometimes somebody fucking did it.
These anti-vaxxer idiots. I'm not going to plug Flipboard today because that's been canceled in Canada for now. So, what can I plug real quick?
Hang on a second. Wait, I think we should anyways, just because we are international.
Yeah, we are, but I don't get paid anymore until this thing goes through. So if you want to hear any more about these news stories that Gord and I are talking about, just fucking listen to me and Gord and send us $1.
There you go.
We're not allowed. What? No, I don't. Where am I? Sorry, I'm lost. We'll edit this out in a second. Just,
You say that, but we both know you won't.
I might this time. Let's do this real quick, just because I'll plug both of them. But if you think you can do what Gord and I do every night, I want to hear you try. You can go over to Anchor.fm. It's the best and easiest way to make your podcast ever. Create and host unlimited episodes, distribute them everywhere, and make money. All in the same place, all for free. Get started today. Download the app at the iStore, or the store, the App Store, the iStore, any of the stores. Anchor.fm, the easiest way to make your podcast ever. And if you don't think you could do what Gordon and I do, maybe you have a message you want to send to a friend, a loved one, a coworker, an employer, or whoever, and you don't feel comfortable saying it yourself, you can have it, Eric and Gord, or one of us, or both of us, say it for you. Just head over to ericandgord.simdiff.com, and there's a page there where you can leave us instructions. Please include the person's name, the reason for the message, and when you would like the message delivered to them. And allow us 48 hours to record it for you, and we will send any message to anyone you want.
And we'll do it happily.
We will do it happily, especially the bad ones. Those would be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, they will.
One other thing I just want to point out real quick, especially in light of the fact that our sponsorship is on hiatus for a moment, we have independent room to add any ads you want to our show. This is a show that is internationally acclaimed, award nominated, and currently tens of thousands of listeners around the world every night. This could reach a very large audience for any product or event or anything you have to advertise. Contact me directly, ericandgord@outlook.com, and we'll make arrangements for a mid-roll episode for cheaper than you're going to find anywhere else. You can send us an ad and have us insert it, or you can have us read a dynamic ad on the air. So ericandgord@outlook.com for advertising to a whole new audience that's constantly growing and constantly changing. Help me get to Degrassi Land.
Yes. I didn't get a chance last night because it took long enough just to get that whole fucking thing set up.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But I am going to push every one of my friends on Facebook specifically to make this go viral. I want this thing to hit international. I'm going to be hitting all my friends in the States. I'm going to be hitting up everybody I know.
Let me tell you guys how easy this is. Listeners, if every one of our listeners kicked in 50 cents, we'd reach our goal. 50 cents. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And so friends, family, anyone who listens to this, people of Ashburn, we saw how well you're doing. We did a bit on that a while ago. You can afford it.
You guys got fucking money. Hook us up.
Oh, Ashburn. Yeah, this is very cool. It has to happen. And as I said, for those of you who don't know, I am hitchhiking to Toronto for this event and doing a YouTube documentary to show you all my shenanigans on the road, doing my best Terry Fox impersonation.
I'm still nervous about you hitchhiking it.
I'm scared shitless. It's not a good idea in any way, but it's going to make for a great podcast.
I still would rather us make enough money to get you a return flight. Like
yeah, I'm not hitchhiking home.
No, I would rather you fly out and fly back. And
you know who could help us out? You know who could help us with paying for this? I found out a really funny fact today. Michael Jordan, to this day, still makes more money every year than all of the Nike factory employees put together.
Really? On what?
On endorsement deals. If you add up all the salaries of everyone who works in a Nike factory, he still makes more than them every year. That's
Wow.
that's a
fuck.
that's a fun fact. So hey, Michael Jordan, shoot me a couple of bucks, get me to Degrassi Land.
Yeah.
I just thought that was.
Afford it?
I read that today. I thought it was interesting. I don't know how he's still like making Nike money.
Well, the big thing is because he still has the Air Jordan line, the shoes.
Yeah, and they're $300, and they're popular. I don't get that. It's they're like the iPhone. They come out every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Have you seen the new Samsung fucking phone?
I have, yes.
Where it's got the flip screen?
Yeah.
$2,000 fucking dollars?
It's spectacular.
Oh my god, I want one.
They're saying Samsung could take the first place spot with this phone. I believe it comes out this coming weekend.
I know it comes out soon, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure the announcement was this weekend, and they're thinking it could take over. For Apple's always been number one, and they're saying this is the year where they get a run for their money for the first time ever. It's got a better camera than the new iPhone.
Yep.
And the Google Assistant is just leaps and bounds ahead of Siri. Siri's in third place now, so lots of reasons to go Samsung except for the price tag. And I also have insider information that you do not want to rush out and buy the new phones when they come out next weekend, because they are not equipped to handle 5G, and the world is going 5G before the end of this year. So all these phones are going to be re-released in the fall.
Yeah, but I thought that 5G is only being run through that Chinese company, and they're now... That might just end up getting fucking canceled.
I think they're spearheading it. I don't know that they're the only ones doing it. I think it's inevitable. They're just going to be the foremost proponents of it.
Oh, well
they're always been ahead of the curve as far as technology goes, reaching rural areas, doing things like the 5G. That's what they do. They're a very innovative company. I don't think we should turn our back on the whole company just because of a couple of yahoos who are spying. But then again, I don't give a shit that the Chinese are spying.
I think we should turn our back to these guys because they do bad things with the information, and I think that's a problem. I think that the money should be put towards, or the investment should be put towards somebody else.
Well, how are they different than Facebook? Facebook does bad things with our information every day.
Yeah, but at least it's not owned by a Chinese company.
Yet.
I think that's a problem. Yet. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. I think we're going that direction no matter what we do. I don't think a cell phone company is going to stop it, especially in Canada. They're just going to take over. It's a scary thing, but when you think, like, the communities where I live, 87% are of Asian, not descent. They're born in Asia and now live here. Over 50% of Canada, the living population today, over 50% of us were not born here. That's just a fact. Canadian people are being weeded out.
Yeah, that's true.
For better or worse, I can't say, but there's not going to be white Canadian kids in 50 years.
Yeah. Well, whites are about to be in the process of becoming the minority on the planet anyway, so...
Yeah, well, it's 50-50 now. So.
Well, we already are the minority in Canada.
I believe, last time I checked, we are.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I just have other stupid facts tonight.
Let's go with it because it's coming up with some good fucking conversation.
A night of stupid facts. Here's a funny thing. We don't have this in Canada anymore. If you have 3 quarters, 4 dimes, and 4 pennies, you have $1.19. You know what you don't have? Change for $1.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's the highest nominal amount you can have and not have change for $1. I just thought that was neat. 3 quarters, 4 dimes, 4 pennies. We can't do that in Canada.
Interesting.
We got rid of a penny. But yeah, I thought that was a neat fact. You're gonna try to do the math, aren't you?
Yeah, math's not my strong suit right now.
Yeah, no, I don't. It never has been mine.
No.
Here's something that is your strong suit.
What's that?
A mattress. A mattress that is 10 years old weighs twice as much as the day it was purchased because it's filled with crap and filth and sweat.
But if you're smart and the day you buy your mattress and you put a proper mattress protector on it, that fact will not be true.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Absolutely.
If you and your new bride buy the mattress the day that you get married, is she or the mattress more filthy and sweaty after 10 years?
If you have a proper mattress protector, she is.
That's awesome.
I can say that with a fact.
That's funny. I was reading about mattresses for you today. I'm trying to learn.
Now, here's some interesting facts about mattresses.
Please.
This is I can actually share this because this is actually common. Well, not necessarily common knowledge because nobody actually looks into it. But here's your common knowledge. Things that will void your mattress warranty.
Ripping that little tag off it.
Ripping that tag off is one of the big ones. The tag specifically states to not remove it. It can't be removed by the company. But it technically says on it that you can remove it at home. But never remove the tag, it'll avoid your warranty.
The mattress blows up. They don't tell you that.
That's right.
That's actually a detonator.
Secondly, it's actually a detonator, and nobody actually knows that. It's one of the little things they don't tell you.
Don't try it because it's true.
Secondly, if you do not have the matching box spring with the mattress that you buy it as a set, if you put like a different box spring underneath it, void your warranty.
That's just stupid. And that's why they always have that.
There's a reason for that.
They have that mismatched sale every year where you get wicked deals on mismatched mattresses and box springs. It's stupid.
Right. The reason that exists, though, is because depending on the company, like depending on the type of mattress, certain mattresses need specifically built boxes. If you have a mixed set, that box can fail. I actually have a customer that came in the other day who's in the process of going through this because he had an existing box spring, threw his mattress on the existing, didn't bother getting the matching box spring. The box spring failed and has now fucked up his mattress.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
But it actually has happened.
That is first world problems at their best.
That's it. So that'll fuck it up. Stains. Another reason to have a mattress protector. There are stains on the fucking mattress itself. That can void your warranty.
That's crazy.
The mattress itself can be completely, now if it's a manufacturer's defect, does the mattress stains or not, they will still take it. They will still do an exchange on it. But for the most of the care, if the mattress just starts to dip over time, that dip will be void of warranty because there's stains on the mattress.
That's insane. I've never bought a new mattress. That's not true. I did buy one. It didn't make it home. I don't think in my lifetime I'll probably ever have one.
Yeah, you will. As long as I'm still working here, eventually everybody's going to get one.
Until this show takes off, which obviously by this time next year I won't even be working anymore. I'll just be doing this all day, hopefully.
Yeah.
And writing music for TV shows and podcasts. Hey, speaking of which, if your podcast or event or production of any kind needs original, curated, royalty-free music, feel free to reach out to Eric and Gord at Outlook.com. I am more than happy to write and produce and record a song. I will release it to you in any platform of your choice. I can usually get it done within about 2 days, depending on the complexity of the product, but I'm coming in at least half the price of any other royalty-free music available out there. So if you want me to do some podcast music or music for your TV show, get in touch. Eric and Gord at Outlook.com.
You can do with it, isn't it?
Well, you can just do a lot of different things. I do.
Am I definitely
write some
recording
great
here?
music,
I
and we are going
believe
to
that,
have an example of that.
I am almost out of fun facts.
On this
I have
episode
one more
of the show,
fun
brand
fact
new
about February
song
20th.
of mine. It's
February
going to be
20th,
debuting tonight right here on
1865.
Eric and Gord. It is
Yeah,
called
oh, sorry, just the
Bring
month
the
of February
Thunder.
in 1865, the only month in record to not have a full moon.
Not quite.
Really?
Yeah,
It's not real super metally. It's actually kind of
Kinda
a
weird.
poppy
I don't
sort
know.
of thing. You're gonna,
I was
you're
looking
gonna
up weird
dig
stuff
it. It's
today.
sort of a blues rock kind of a deal. I wish I could
don't
play it
know,
for you right now.
Gord.
You could go, oh my
I
God,
think
that's good, but I
this
don't
could
think
be
I can.
actually
maybe I
our
can.
shortest episode ever, or we could insert some songs or stuff.
We
all
should
I have
find
left
out.
is
Let's
advertisements.
pause for a second. I'm gonna just take a quick little pause here and see if I can do that for us.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot
Did that pause?
to
It did not pause.
bring under this. I don't really know.
Either way, I'm going to be putting it at the top. They
of
can't
the
all be
show.
gold, everybody.
Yeah.
But it sounds good. It's gonna be the first. It's gonna sound great and be the worst episode we've done in a long time.
Go figure. That sound quality shittiest quantity.
I will try to fix some of the episodes from this week and re-release them. I have a little bit more of an opportunity to do that now. So I'm going to be going back throughout the week and trying to get that done for us. I am double checking for those emails. If you want to win that barbecue set, get those emails into us as quickly as you can. The draw is May 17th. And for complete contest details, go to ericandgord.simdiff.com. That's about all I got for you, dude.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I could plug the champion tree, but I'm not going to bother. I do that too much, and I'm going to be doing that on my brand new podcast that I'm going to be launching, a weekly show, basically a weekly infomercial where I talk about things that Gord and I talked about the night before. I'm going to give previews of the upcoming Eric and Gord What If We're Right episodes, and I'm going to talk about what's going on in and around Vancouver, and most importantly, what's going on with the Champion Tree Entertainment Company. So look forward to that show debuting on all the platforms you can hear Eric and Gord on, and it is called Just Another Day.
So is this kind of like cause like on the Howard Stern show, like after the Howard Stern show, afterwards they have the what's called the after show, and it's where they just literally discuss all the shit that happened on the show. Is it basically something like that?
Yeah, it's going to be that, and events going on around Vancouver, music, arts, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, I tried to launch it last summer. I tried to do a show without you, but it was just not the same. It didn't have that. I didn't have a real kind of idea of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to talk more. So now I've got a pretty clear idea of what I want to do. And feel free, always, you can be involved in it. It's just, I figure we have, whenever we, like as soon as we finish up here tonight, we're both going to think of something we really want to talk about, and the show's going to be over.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Because that's just what happens. So we can do it on Just Another Day.
Awesome. I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. And another chance for me to play more music and maybe actually complete an album this year.
Hey, there you go.
Like that Ashes of Purgatory album that's coming out last June.
Which is much like our 100th episode.
Yeah, which is coming up. Look forward to that. According to Spreaker.com, I believe we're on 86. So another 15 episodes to our 100th episode. I can't wait. That's going to be a party.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, about 15 episodes. I'm going to say that's going to be roughly 30 to 40 days from now, give or take. Look forward to our 100th episode celebration.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then shortly right after that is going to be our 100th episode celebration. So a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to the other 100th episode. That'll be fun.
Oh, and then we'll take a look back at our 100th episode, and we can do a whole week.
No, we'll drag this out for like a whole season.
Oh, this is going on for a while. I'm not letting this go. It's hilarious. I think according to Anchor, we're at 116 or something like that.
It would be great if it worked out as the 100th episode and the 200th episode came out at the same time.
They're the same episode? Oh, I've already got... You just wrote it, my friend. That's happening.
Love it.
Oh, my God. This is a short and sweet one, but I will be releasing a couple this week, everybody who cares, because I can edit them and get them out to you. All the ones that sounded like shit that I was too embarrassed to put on the air, I can fix them up now. So I'm going to go get started on that right away. I'll be back in roughly 23 hours to do this again. Until then, take care of each other.
Fuck morons in the skull.
Well said. Fuck morons in the skull.
Right in the skull.
And we're...
You can't tell me that you can't handle the truth. It's just how you want it.